That's not respecting what you guys stand up for.
What happens when those sworn to enforce the law find themselves on the wrong side of it? Meet police officers trading badges for reckless abandon, driving under the influence, and landing behind bars, arrested by their own fellow officers.
You guys are gonna f***ing catch it.
Sheriff's Office.
On June 3rd, 2021 in Jacksonville, Florida, after several calls were received by the sheriff's office of a suspected drunk driver, they located him and then cops were dispatched. The officers would confront the suspected cop outside the parking lot and explain to him the situation.
Because you're dressed like this and I don't want to draw any additional attention to the situation, we're just going to walk over to where that tent is and have some things. Before we do anything else, if you don't mind, will you pull your zipper up? I don't want anything to come out or cause further embarrassment. Or you can take your hands out of your pockets too, I apologize.
Since the officer from the sheriff's office is in plain clothing, he's likely a detective. The reason why this detective asked the drunk cop to go with him to a more secluded place for a DUI test is that while he's in uniform, he doesn't want his example to ruin the institution's image. The detective would read the drunk cop his Miranda rights. He would also question the cop about his secondary employment. This is legal in Florida provided permission has been granted by the chief of police, and it doesn't lead to a conflict of interest with his main job. This is what the detective is trying to gauge here. After a round of questioning, they would proceed with the field sobriety tests.
You have any questions about that? I'm sorry? No, sir. Okay, all right, here we go.
This test is known as the horizontal gaze nystagmus. Individuals are instructed to follow a finger or pen with their eyes, and the officer monitors their eye movements. It's considered very reliable. You can clearly see the cop is having difficulty reliably focusing on the pen and even drunkenly smiles during the test. This will be followed by the walk and turn test. As you can see from the onset, the cop would have difficulty walking in a straight line.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
This will be followed by the one-leg stand test. As one would expect, he would fail miserably in this as well.
All right, we'll stop there because I don't want to see you fall.
The case is pretty much settled, but as a formality, the detective asks a few more questions relating to his drunkenness. However, the cop tries to be dishonest here. You would think working for law enforcement, one would know that knowingly doing such can be considered a criminal offense.
So what you're telling me is you haven't consumed any alcohol in the last 13 hours, okay? In that 1 hour in which you did consume alcohol, how much did you have? Were you drinking beer? Maybe? No. Drinking liquor? Okay. Do you remember which kind of liquor you had, or were you mixing it up? Whiskey. Okay.
Notice the body language. It shows clear signs of nervousness. Even in a drunken state, the cop knows he's in deep trouble. The detective would lecture him on his irresponsibility and ask him to remove his police uniform before arresting him for a DUI.
We're going to have to place you under arrest for driving under the influence today. What I'm going to ask you to do to keep from causing any more problems, I'm going to ask you to remove your shirt and vest and just set it right here on this table for me, okay? If you will, just place your hands behind your back for me.
Following the arrest, a proper breath analyzer test was conducted. His blood alcohol levels were found to be 0.299. The legal limit in Florida is 0.08. After his arrest, the cop would resign from his station. He would be sentenced to a day in jail followed by a year of probation, 50 hours of community service, a license suspension of 6 months, a fine of $1,281, and asked to attend a DUI school. Being drunk and driving is dangerous enough, but speeding on the freeway against your friend's car is just inviting catastrophe. On January 3, 2023, an Ohio State trooper spotted two cars racing each other, going 100 miles per hour on a 65-mile-per-hour freeway. The officer would signal them to stop and would be surprised to find one of the miscreants to be a fellow police officer.
You got your license, registration, proof of insurance? How much have you had to drink?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just following her home.
Okay.
Suspicious of her being drunk, the trooper would immediately conduct a sobriety test.
Wearing contacts?
No.
No. Go ahead and spit your gum out for me. Interlace your fingers like this. Place them up under your chin. That'll help keep your head still, okay?
After putting the off-duty cop in her patrol car, the officer would likewise ask her friend to step out and perform a sobriety test. This will be followed by a walk and turn test, and then the one-leg stand, and then a fourth test, an alphabet test. Thereafter, the driver would be arrested.
Go ahead and turn around for me. Hands behind your back, palms together. I'm gonna raise your sleeves up. Palms together for me. Palms.
A second trooper would arrive on the scene to take care of the drunk off-duty officers. Patrol cars usually only carry one suspect at a time due to safety, security, and legal considerations. The off-duty officer can be seen crying as she understands she's in deep trouble with the law. The other officer would ask her a few questions and do the field sobriety test to confirm her drunken state. Officers might conduct sobriety tests independently to corroborate each other's findings and ensure integrity in a legal case.
I was taking her to get her car, and she was going to her boyfriend's house, and I was going to my son's house. And when I saw she was getting pulled over, I just pulled over with her.
Cool. Just gonna run through some tests here, okay? I detect the odor of alcohol. So just make sure you're gonna run some tests, all right? I'm gonna have you step over this way a little bit more, right there. Cool. You don't have any recent head injuries or anything like that, right? Okay. Go ahead.
Wait,
Good?
no, I'm not good, but yeah.
Okay. So with your eyes only, I'm just gonna have you just focus on the tip of my pen, okay? All right, you can begin.
After the test, the trooper would proceed with the arrest. Both the off-duty cop and her friend would face 3 charges: operating a vehicle impaired, street racing, and exceeding the speed limit. Her friend would plead guilty. The cop in question, though, tactfully, having refused to take a breathalyzer test, would file a motion to suppress through her attorney. If successful, this could make the field sobriety test inadmissible in court against her. At the time of making this video, she has managed to keep her employment as an active duty police officer. So far, we've seen cops, even in a drunken state, cooperate with confronting law enforcement instead of trying to escalate the situation. The same isn't true with the next cop we'll show in the video. On November 15th, 2022 in Orlando, Florida, a drunk cop collided her car with another vehicle. Police quickly arrived at the scene to investigate the matter.
There is one person that was flagging me down for this accident who's saying she's law enforcement, and she appears intoxicated.
At first, the drunk cop seems proactive with the officer, going to them to share her ID documents, although some signs of her impulsiveness would surface here and then.
Asshole.
Okay,
Sorry.
anything on you, guns or anything?
No, not at all.
Where's your actual ID? Yeah, because that one you don't need anymore. You can get rid of that. I need the other ID.
Sorry.
You're good.
That one.
Thank you. I'm going to take that back. Okay, go ahead and have a seat for me really fast. Just take a seat. If you guys are good to go, if you want to, whatever you want to do.
He's a f***ing jerk.
Hey, I'm talking to them. If you're law enforcement, you know better than to be talking to us like this. Then you know better than to be talking to us like this. The car behind them is a witness.
The drunk officer was told to sit and wait as the officer went to ask questions from the crash victim to take his account.
Okay, what happened?
So I'm pulling off the ramp. Obviously, like road closed. Slow down to a stop. Look back, and I see headlights. But
You're in this lane? What?
Coming off of
Coming
the
off, okay.
off ramp, and it's closed. So I see headlights. Like look over, and I don't even see headlights. They're far enough behind me to where you could stop.
Wow.
And so I pull over and I drive for a little bit. and I feel a
Okay.
kind of a on the side, and I pull over and look, and this truck is kind of stopped behind me. I pop out and I jump out of the car, and she jumps out immediately and is like, "Bro, I'm a cop." I'm a cop, and I'm
That's
like,
fantastic. Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, and I was like, well, you hit me, and I was confused at first. I was like, well, how did that happen so quickly? I guess. And just instinctively, I'm like, I am not wrong. I had plenty of time. She, certainly you can see the initial impact, rear quarter panel, and then it slid across the side of the front door. So I just jumped out and talked to this person behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Said, hey, like, did you see that? And do you mind pulling over and witnessing? She's like, yes. By the way, she was swerving a lot.
All right.
And again, I'm not trying to. I'm just.
No, you're good. You're
what
good.
She
That's
said.
fine. I'm going to go talk to her too, so you're good.
And I said, well, it appeared that she hit me, and she said, yeah, she was swerving a lot. And I was like, well, do you mind pulling over? And her name's Ray. I got her phone number.
Okay.
And then this happened. I'm sorry. I'm like.
You're good.
Shaking a little bit. I just wanted to make sure she didn't have a gun.
As per his account, as he was switching lanes, he saw no car behind him that could potentially hit him. Yet, as he switched, his car would suddenly be hit from behind. Both cars would pull over. The cop would then start confronting the victim as if he was at fault. The victim would show a video he recorded of how she behaved with him.
I need to understand. I'm faking a phone conversation right now while this lady beats on my window. I just didn't know what to do. Hey, excuse me? Please,
Don't come at me.
please
right
get
now.
out of my car right
Don't come
now.
at me right now. I'm a cop. I get come at me right now.
I need you to go back over there. You need to get back over there. There's no reason you're inching up like that.
I'm a cop.
Sorry,
You're good.
beats on my window.
Bro,
Hey, excuse me?
I'm a cop.
Honestly, like,
Don't come at me.
idiots didn't lock the door, but
Don't
whatever.
come at me right now.
No, no one expects someone to do it.
Come at me right now.
I need you to
Fucking hit my car right now. Don't come at me, ma'am. Nothing.
I would ask you.
Nothing.
I would ask
I'm
you.
a cop.
That's a driver's side?
This right here.
Yeah, right here.
I would ask you to
Okay.
put this away from my
Then I'm
vehicle.
gonna ask you to let's be.
I just didn't know if she had a freaking gun, and I was
Yeah,
like,
no, you're good.
freaking out a lot.
You fucking hit my car,
Ma'am,
sir.
please
Sir.
back away from my vehicle.
Sir.
I do not want this to escalate.
It's escalating. My car's right there. I'm a fucking cop. Came at me. You
Ma'am.
fucking hit my
Okay.
car.
I need you to. I need you to please make away.
If you want to get a
Did
cop,
she, right there, did she touch you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just pushing me, and that's why I was like,
Okay, so
I'm
she
just,
did
like,
touch,
out of-
she did touch you and push you?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm just like out at this point. I'm like, please move away from it.
get a cop.
Do you have any weapons on you?
Don't have a weapon on me. Come on. Get a cop on me right now. No. You fucking hit my car, and we're gonna go at it. Let's go.
No, I'm not. We're not going at it.
Let's go.
Please, will you back away from
Hit me as I was driving away, so let's get a fucking state trooper as.
Okay, yeah, it's probably gonna be more than that.
Listen.
Because she was touching him and pushing him too. Okay, bye. Yep, bye.
As we can see from the video, the cop could potentially be charged with battery, which under state law is described as when someone actually or intentionally touches or strikes another person against the will of the other. Now aware of what exactly happened, the officer would go back to confront the drunk cop.
Okay. So, Sarah,
Yes.
take a seat for me, please. Okay. You don't have any guns or anything in the car? In your truck?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have, is the truck yours, registered to you?
My truck. Yeah.
Okay. And you have insurance on it and everything? Is all of that documentation in there?
It's mine. Why are you doing this?
Doing what? I don't want you to get hit by a car. That's honestly the truthful reason. I always walk people across the street.
You know I'm a cop. Not
That's,
gonna lie.
so am I.
Come here. Come on.
So am I. Go ahead. Get your stuff out of the car, please.
No.
Hi, I'm Corporal Torres. I'm the supervisor on duty.
Another officer would arrive at the victim's car to also hear his account. At times, multiple officers would ask to hear the account to ensure there's no room for errors and to ensure that there's no dishonesty at play. After hearing his account and seeing the video, the officer would ask the victim if he would like to press charges against her, particularly relating to the battery.
The crash, that's civil. That's nothing criminal. Obviously, there's another part of this that we believe it might be criminal.
Yeah.
That still has something to do with you being touched when you're unwanted touch. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously, she put her hands on you. She's instigating stuff. That's why I'm asking you: do you want to press charges for what she did to you, and that part alone?
Do I have to determine? Do I have to decide that right now?
I would need you to decide that right now. You can change your mind later on, but in order for me to make a decision on what I need to do next, I need to know what you would like to do.
I'm pretty upset, and I really just want to get home, man, and I'm upset about my car. And if she can you tell me if she is a cop? Because that's not cool if she is.
She is a police officer.
Yeah, I'm like I have every ounce of respect.
No, listen, she is.
She approached me, and I'm scared about a gun. You guys deal with that every single freaking day.
I get it.
That is not cool.
I get it.
Regardless of how many drugs or how many drinks you've had. So I would say in this moment, yes, because that's abuse of power.
Okay.
And that's not respecting what you guys stand up for. Okay. And that's the principle of mine.
Afterwards, the other police officer would approach the offending cop and hear her account.
What happened with the crash?
So I was coming in here and he hit me as I was coming in.
Where's your damage?
Front. I don't think there's even any damage to it.
Okay.
Which is why I don't.
Right here?
Not sure why he called you.
Okay, watch out. Can you get on the side on the road?
I think he hit me right here.
So we can go back to the sidewalk. Just wanted to see it. You're saying, so where were you driving from? Like, we're not driving from. Like, where were you on?
From that way.
On 408 or off the 408?
Off 408.
Off 408?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
But he's just being an asshole.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And I'm fine with, like, he literally just hit me right here.
Okay. All right.
With her statement conflicting with that of all other witnesses, the officers give her a ticket for the collision. This is when she tries to play the police card and again hurls abuse at the usual victim. However, that doesn't work. Instead, the police officers add in a DUI investigation.
So, as far as her giving me a ticket, I'm a law enforcement officer.
Okay.
So, he literally ran into me as I was coming off, like driving here. He hit me.
I feel you. So, I'm not saying I don't believe you. We just have, you know how it works. We have an independent witness that you don't know, he doesn't know, that says differently. It says they saw you.
He's a asshole. That's what.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Because he yelled at me the second I got out of my car and went up to him and tried to talk to him.
Okay. Are you armed, by the way? Do you have your gun on you? Okay. Just make sure.
No.
Is there one in your car?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
But you're giving me a ticket for what?
For careless driving, because you caused the crash.
How did I cause a crash?
Your vehicle that you were driving hit another vehicle.
So you're saying that I hit his vehicle?
That's what our independent witness is there. I wasn't there.
Where's the independent witness?
They already left. We just left it on the. We got a sworn statement from them, and then we have them on body camera saying that what they observed.
You have a sworn statement right now saying that someone else said that I swerved into his white car.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So Sarah, here's the deal, okay? So the crash investigation is over, okay? So while we've been interacting with you, myself, other officers, the witnesses, they've been able to smell the odor of alcohol on you, just your speech, your bloodshot eyes, your mannerisms, okay? So we have reason to believe that you might be under the influence of drugs and or alcohol. Okay, so at this point in time, I am conducting a criminal DUI investigation and a battery investigation as well.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to read you your rights. I understand you know how this works, okay? I need you, when I ask you these questions, I just need a verbal yes or no to make sure you understand what I'm explaining to you, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Sure.
Yes or no, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you can afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
Sarah, would you mind keeping your hands out of your pockets, please? Okay. Make sure you east side too. Tell him.
Anderson.
Okay, Sarah. So, walk me through what happened with the crash. I understand you disagree that you didn't cause the crash. So, what happened?
He came off the 408.
Okay.
And he hit me on the driver's side of my car.
Okay. Were you were both getting off the off ramp?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Or what I mean, we were just driving this way.
Okay. And why do you think he hit you and you didn't hit him?
Because I was driving to my house.
Okay. Where do you live?
To 5332 Lake Mill Road.
Okay, so it's nearby here?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, where are you coming from right now?
From not far from here.
Not far from here? Okay. Was anyone else in the car with you?
No.
No? Okay. So at the time of the crash, you were driving?
Yes.
Okay. And what's not far from here? Where exactly?
Winter Park.
Winter Park area?
Yep.
Okay. We're in Winter Park.
Winter Park.
Okay. I mean, Winter Park's a pretty decent-sized city. I mean, was there a specific place you were at in Winter Park?
No. Winter Park.
You were just driving around the city of Winter Park?
Yep.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight?
What do you think?
I'm asking you.
2 glasses of wine.
2 glasses of wine?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else besides that?
No.
Okay. What kind of wine was it?
Cab.
A cab? Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you have those wines at? I asked the question, you're just looking at me, so
I'm just wondering why you're asking me.
Like I told you, I'm conducting a criminal DUI investigation right now.
Sure.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking these questions.
In Winter Park.
You don't want to tell me the name of the restaurant or bar you were
It
at?
doesn't matter.
I mean, it matters. I mean, does it not? Were you not coming from there?
Are you conducting a criminal investigation towards me
Yes.
right now?
Yes.
Okay. So am I having any point of,
Is there a question in there?
The woman can't process that she will be arrested. She wrongly thought her badge put her above the law. The officer even confronts her on her attempts at abusing her badge.
Why did you tell him so many times that you were a cop?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Did you think that was going to make the circumstances any different with him or anything of that nature?
I didn't do anything to him
Okay.
at all.
I'm just wondering because, listen,
I didn't do anything to him.
generally most cops
No.
that I know, we don't shout that we're cops to people. Okay. You were just doing it in a very aggressive manner, even though it was kind of intimidating. You see what I'm saying?
I didn't intimidate him at all.
Okay.
He hit my car,
Okay.
and that's where we're at right now.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being completely sober and 10 being completely drunk, what do you think you're at?
I've not drank.
What do you mean? Not 5 minutes ago you told me you had 2 glasses of cab.
She would refuse to take a field sobriety test, which is legal to do so in Florida. However, if an officer views the refusal as suspicious, they can still take a person to administer a breathalyzer test.
So I'm going to ask you again, would you be willing to do some field sobriety exercises?
No.
No? Okay, so you do understand the implications that I'm going to have to make a decision based on what we've seen, heard, talked about,
Oh my God.
and that it could be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
You are going to come at me right now for what he says, for what he hit me on my car.
Okay. I'm not coming at you. Like I said, I'm conducting an investigation. Okay. Crash investigation was done. You were determined to be at fault. You have a very strong odor of alcohol in your breath. Your mannerisms have been what an impaired driver would be. Okay. You have bloodshot eyes. All right. You have not been acting how I would say a police officer should be acting, especially off duty. That's besides the fact.
This clause, alongside charges of battery, led to the officers finally arresting her.
You guys on your back. This point in time, you're being placed under arrest for DUI and battery.
Inside the vehicle, she can be seen going absolutely ballistic as she argues and behaves badly with the police officer on the way to the station.
Okay,
Sir,
we're trying
I didn't do anything to be safe boats.
You're under arrest. The way you're acting is
For what?
Okay.
For what?
For DUI and battery.
For what?
Okay.
Battery on what?
On the person you hit.
Who?
Okay.
I didn't hit anyone. I didn't hit anyone. You guys are gonna fucking catch it. Hit someone? Battery? For what? Let me fucking come at you. Battery for what? You're gonna take me down to Orange County for what? Battery on what?
No, we'll do it all on the same page.
Battery?
Yeah.
Why? Because you have a FTO?
There's a camera right there.
Right there? That's fine.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
You're gonna book me for battery? I didn't touch anyone at all. And I never hit anyone's car at all. Come at me. Bro. Battery. You. I didn't touch anyone. Wait. Oh, battery. So I just want to know, who said that when you have PC for battery? Who said it? Because you're gonna fucking catch charge for this. Okay. So who said that I battered them? Huh? Who, sir? Sir, tell me. I didn't touch anyone. I want to know my charges right now. Who did I batter? Hey, FTO number 1, who did I batter right now? As you take me down to the jail. Who did I batter? No one. Wait till my chief hears about this.
She was charged with an enhanced DUI since her car collided with another. This leads to a maximum sentence of 6 months in jail or 12 months on probation, a fine of $500, DUI school, a period of vehicle impoundment, a vehicle interlock device, and 50 hours of community service. However, because of her behavior, she was charged with burglary, false imprisonment, and battery, all of which carry harsher sentences, each carrying a maximum of 5 years imprisonment. Continuing the theme of questionable decisions, in our next video, witness a sheriff's deputy being confronted by an officer for his reckless driving. On November 24, 2022 in Clearwater, Florida, an officer stopped the deputy's vehicle after it was found speeding and swerving on the roadway.
You know why I pulled you over? Probably because I swerved. No, because do you know the speed limit on the causeway? 35. Well, that would be worse. It's 45. You're going 61.
Was I?
Yes. The swerving is a problem too, but you're definitely going too fast. How much did you have to drink tonight?
I had a couple drinks.
Okay.
But
what?
I should be within limit, I think.
What's that?
I should be within limit, I would think.
During their interaction, the officer would smell alcohol on the deputy's breath and, as his procedure, instructs him to undergo a field sobriety test.
All right. Big part of my job is just to make sure that people are safe to drive, okay? Like I said, I can smell the alcohol coming off you. Do you mind if I just check your eyes real quick? All right, go ahead and step on out. Come on back here with me.
At that instance, the deputy would attempt to highlight his badge, implying to the police officer to give him some clemency as he is a sheriff's deputy. This is how the officer would respond.
Sheriff's ID.
What do you do there?
I'm a deputy.
You're a deputy?
Yeah.
Okay. You understand how concerning this is?
No, I understand.
Okay. Well, as we're on the same page. Just, when you get out and you're kind of bobbling around, it's a problem. Does that make sense?
No, I get you.
Okay. Do this. Feet together, hands on by your side. Actually, let's turn around. I want the light in your eyes. Turn towards me. Okay. So see, just like that. What I want you to do is, you see the tip of the pen? What color is that?
The officer would immediately proceed with the gaze test, which the deputy seems to fail at. Some of the questions asked may seem trivial, yet they serve to help establish the person was not handicapped in any way during the tests. It also aids the officer to better gauge honesty by observing the other person's expressions and body cues and how they shift should a person start lying. The deputy would then undergo a walk and turn test, followed by a one-leg stand. Failing in all 3 tests, the officer would proceed with the arrest and charge the sheriff with a DUI. Now in the next section, you'll see what the bad judgment was on the deputy's part.
Hello, ma'am. Have you been drinking tonight?
I've had nothing to drink at all.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at
okay. All right, let's go ahead and step out for me if you would, please. All right, so this is a PBT. There's no
That's fine.
legality or anything like that. It's just making sure that you're okay to drive.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
Okay. Just want to explain it to you. So.
I just told him though I am getting over pneumonia. I know you have to blow a long time, so just bear with me.
All right, nice and slow, even breath. Keep on blowing. Go, 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 go. I'll hear it click, okay? Then analyze, and you're good to go. Okay.
His girlfriend was completely sober and had a driver's license as well. He could have simply let her drive the vehicle and not get in any trouble. To the deputy's credit, he does admit he was at fault and owns up to it.
No, that's my career. Done.
I'm sorry.
It happens. It's my fault. Literally didn't think I was over the limit, or I wouldn't have driven.
Well, that's the problem with alcohol. Is it,
Oh, I know.
It sneaks up on you.
No,
so.
I know. I fucked up. It sucks. Just had 6 more years to go.
One of the guys, a buddy of mine, he wound up getting a DUI. He said he had to wait 2 years and then reapply, and then he got him his time back and everything else.
Well,
and he worked in the jail.
So Hillsborough went 0 tolerance. So I mean, I'll lose my job.
Okay.
As far as getting it back, I mean, because I shouldn't lose my pension. I mean, I might lose my.
Yeah, because you're vested and everything
Yeah,
else.
yeah. So I would just have to try and pick up FR because it's state retirement. So
yeah,
pick that up somewhere else. But
the pay is going to be But
yeah,
like I said,
I'm at $103,000 a year.
Following his arrest, the deputy would be suspended without pay while his department conducted an internal investigation. So far, no further updates have been provided relating to the case. In the wake of the arrest of these law enforcement officers for DUI, the question arises: who's left to protect and serve when those meant to be role models break the public's trust? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more crime content.